My name is Christian J.S. Matia. Live in Tenesville community, Kakata Magini County. This is my yam farm. I cultivated 100 sacks of yam. And this yam, I did a sacking of the. First of all, I did a selection of the soil, and then I did a sacking. After everything, I did a planting. And personally, about 80 plus to 90 have germinated properly, while all are still struggling to germinate. Some challenges is that, like you see this leaf, it was something of, let's just say, insects. They go into it and begin to eat it up. If you come here closer, you see here, all the leaves here, they eat it. Yeah. So the pesticide that was given is what I used. I spray it, and then all of it was able to leave. So now they are growing properly. Yeah. And then another thing that I observe is that some of the yam will germinate, and after a while, from the ground, you see it start getting the decay. Like one example here, you see this is already germinated, but now it's dead. I think you see here closely, it have died, germinated properly, but it's died. So that's what already are experiencing here presently.
Okay, so I can see that your sac is one of the your sac yam farm is one of the best among the rest when it comes to the artistic part. That is, you line it up properly and everything put in place. So, in first, I'd like to know the quantity of sac, the total amount of sac that you have here on this farm.
I have 100 sacks of yam presently on this farm.
Okay, so how many of the 100 sac have active yam growing in now?
Alright, the active yam is around 85 to 89 yam presently. I have about 10 to 11 and it's not yet germinated.
You receive 100 seed yam from AgroLite, so you were able to nurse them. So what was the germination rate like?
Yeah, per the receive, or let's just say from the day we received the yam, actually most of the yam was germinated properly, like the one you see here that have grown properly is what was really germinated fully. So I cleaned them first, that's why you see they are something. Then the one that was just shooting, some of them were large enough, so I divide them and then I use the fungicide on it so that germs will not infect it. And then some of it also about 7 that on that very day it was already rotting. So based on the division that I carry on, it make I was able to get excess that I got up to 105. But you know, after when you plant it somewhere at the end, it will not sustain, they will not come on well. So I've replaced those 5 with them, and now the farm is growing well.
Okay, so in your entire Isaac yam farming project work, what is the mistake that you made that you have rectified and you think in the future you will do better?
Okay, one of the mistake that it was the compost that was given. The compost that was given, actually I thought it was fertilizer at first because it was in bag and I did not see it with my physical eye. So I was to mix that compost with the soil, more especially the topsoil. Like what I did, I went to BWI and I bought 2 bags of compost. Each of the bag like this, one of it, here the selling for $6 USD at BWI. So I bought 2 of it, but that one is a little bit rough than the one that they provide. That one is very smooth. So I use a measuring pen, 1 cup to one sack. I mix it and I blend it with it. So from that mistake, whenever I receive the material, I'm going to access it properly and then ensure that I apply it accurately.
So what is your goals for the future when it comes to urban yam farming?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, my plan presently for the next farming, I'm targeting up to 500 sack. It's not a joke. I already planned that. I'm really planning for that because I have 2 of my colleagues who really love agriculture, as you know, agriculture, and they are promised to join me in here to carry my dream on. So that is my plan for the future, to be able to plant at least 500 sacks by next planning or next season.
There are people who have contributed towards this project and they are listening to you. What do you have to say to them?
Like first of all, I would like to say very thanks to the Almighty God for being one of the eligible selector of this program, to be part of this program. And thanks to all of these people that are financially or mentally, more especially Mr. Kaguma in person, now because you are here, the knowledge you share with us it was so great. That was my very first time, and this is my very first time to playing here in Sacs. So actually, I'm very excited, and I hope and pray that this should not be the end. We should also multiply it. If there's any other dream, like any other training, we are always willing to learn it because we believe that agriculture pays a lot. We have to go to the soil. We now have to depend on the white man rice because I believe that our land is super green, our land is very more fertile. We can produce our own crops. So I believe if you will support us as you have done it, you continue to do it, we can do great. So thanks to all of you again.
Okay,
More
so
especially again, Sister Sandy Farah. Thanks to you very much, sister. You did well. Bravo to you.
okay, there is the motive, the objective behind this project is that you are able to be self-sustainable financially and be able to provide food not only for yourself and also for your community. So, what is your plan when it comes to maintaining that and being independent in expanding your project in the near future independently?
Okay, like what I previously stated, my goal and playing person is about 500 sack next season. So what I'm doing now in the community is that I like carry on the mobilization. I talk to my peers, those who are really interested into agriculture. I make them to understand the importance of planting yam and how essential it is to the society, to everyone, the kinds of protein that you obtain. So I encourage them. So I'm going to talk to my community dwellers, the youth, to be able to help me in the process. And then the one I have already planted is actually will not be used much for consumption because I really want to get more CDM for the next season.
Okay, so finally, we let's say like to know there are young people in Liberia who think that only growing in the interior or let's say in the rural areas you can make farm, but here you are doing this kind of beautiful farm in an urban area. So, what message do you have for them?
Okay, the most message I would like to give to all of my listening audience is that farming is not really about where you live. It's about the passion you have and the knowledge you may generate from the person who taught you. Like for the urban farming, or if you can see these swores that are here in the sack, they was not really taken from here directly. I selected a place at the back so, and then I have to transport it on the bike, which I have a bike, so I transported the deck here, and then before I start doing the sacking. So in short, you can do farming everywhere that you are as long as you are willing to carry on the farming. And trust me, you will not lose. There is nothing. Imagine you sow a seed of corn, and after when it germinated, it grow, you break, you see hundreds of it or fifties of the corn on it. So that shows that whenever you invest into the soil, you will definitely reap more, and you will not lose. So I really believe and I hope that all my listener audience, those who have passion for agriculture, they should not say agriculture have no profit or agriculture have no value. Let us put hands together and make Mama Liberia great by
Okay,
producing this crop.
one final last question. What is that one key thing that you learned from AgroLite training that you think will make a positive impact on your agricultural career forever?
Okay, one of the key things I would tell everyone is that when it comes to agriculture, like what I learned from AgroLite, it's not about just going about playing randomly or anyhow you want to play, no, but do a proper soil selection because there is a specific soil for a specific crops. Because if you don't select a better soil, you will not have a better yield. Like for instance, what we are planning now, we deal with loamy soil and sandy soil, but not clay soil because the clay soil have high content of water, which will lead the rottenness of the yam. So you don't just go about taking any deck. Like what I said, I have to go another area to select the soil to transport it here because I know that if I use the soil here, I think you see the soil at the back here, these are clay soil. So if I use the clay soil, will definitely I will not receive what I need. So that's why it's
Okay.
one of the key things you should know in agriculture, to know the proper soil for the crops which you need or you are about to plant.
Okay. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you too, Mr. Kaguma. You're welcome.